Welcome to Leadership Devotionals. For today, we are on an exciting series that is Women in Leadership, Women in the Bible. And we are on the third installment, and this time we will study another woman hero or another woman leader. And her name is Deborah. It is generally recognized that the book of Judges serves as a continuation of the covenant history of the Pentateuch, and that is the first 5 books of Moses. That's the Pentateuch, and Joshua. So, the Judges basically is the 7th book of the Bible in the Old Testament. Chronologically, it comes between the conquest of Canaan under Joshua and later the emergence of the monarchy. Yes, towards the last judge was Samuel, and after Samuel, that's when the children of Israel clamored for a king in the person of King Saul. After the death of Joshua, the Israelites did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, of the Lord, and violate the covenant by turning to the gods of Canaan, the gods of the area, the place where they have conquered. Thus rejected, God withdraws His protection, and surrounding people, the surrounding tribes, started to attack them. But when they finally cried to God for deliverance, He sends deliverers. These are the judges, to relieve them of their oppressors. However, after the judges or the judge die, the people return to their old ways, and even sometimes sinking even deeper into apostasy. Sometimes with a new judge leading the way. And so it's a cycle of up and down. It's a cycle of obedience and apostasy. It's a cycle of being good and again turning from that which is good. This progressive moral degeneration in Israel is one of the main themes in this book, the Judges. But the faithfulness of one female judge, and that is Deborah, is noted as an exemption in this downward spiral. In response to Israel's cry for help, the Lord raised up a courageous woman, and that woman's name is Deborah, to bring His judgment on an oppressor of His people, the Israelites. The narrative presents Deborah reporting the commission from the Lord. She was reporting to the people, saying, "Has not the Lord God of Israel commanded this?" While the soldiers are fearful, Deborah's summons is emphatic, employing God's words. Barak, her companion, will accept the battle plan, will lead in the battle only if Deborah will go with him. He speaks for the first time and only time in the narrative to insist that Deborah comes with him to battle. He will not act upon Yahweh's command alone. Resolutely, Deborah responds, "I will surely go with you," talking to Barak. Judges 4:9. For she believes in the divine promise. Through Deborah, Yahweh brings reluctant Barak into action against a king so strong that this king commands 900 iron chariots at the time. Now, fellow leaders, iron chariots during the time in the ancient Near East is a strong force when they were just fighting, by hundreds or yes, even thousands. If you have 900 iron chariots, that is a powerful military force during that time. Leadership is taken up by a prophet and a judge, and in this case, a woman, who exhibits the dauntless courage missing from Israel's warriors. Up, she said, for this day, in which the Lord has delivered Sisera in your hands. The name of the king of the enemy is Sisera. He commands 900 iron chariots. But Deborah inspired her warriors, her Israelite warriors, and he said, up, for this is the day in which the Lord has delivered Sisera in your hand. Has not the Lord gone out before you? We can read this in Judges 4, verse 14. Once again, the Lord Yahweh is gracious to His faithless people. What the Lord did, recorded in Judges 4 verse 15, Yahweh routed Sisera. The Lord in His mighty hand destroyed the army of Sisera, even those 900 iron chariots. The expression is the same one found in Exodus 14:24, if you can remember this story, where it says that Yahweh overthrew the army of the Egyptians. The Israelites were crossing the Red Sea. And there at their back, right there at their back, are the mighty Egyptians in their horses and in their chariots. And the Israelites were moving slowly because they were just simply walking together with the old, with their animals and everyone else. But the Lord caused the ground of the Red Sea to mud up. And when it became muddy, the chariots, the horses, the people cannot move from it. They got buried in the mud. And the Israelites continued to cross the Red Sea. And it says here in Exodus 14 verse 24, Yahweh, or the Lord, overthrew the army of the Egyptians in the Red Sea. And also in Joshua 10:10, so the Lord routed Israelites' enemies. Thus, we are instructed that this deliverance is another decisive miracle in spite of a great imbalance of military force. Fellow leaders, what can we get from this story? Twice in the narrative, the reader is pointedly reminded that fearsome iron chariots offer no advantage when the God of heaven is the one that is in action. Yes, fellow leaders, take the example of Deborah. Deborah was facing a formidable foe, but because the Lord God of heaven, mighty as He is fighting the battle for Deborah and Barak, those 900 iron chariots were nothing, and they were routed by the Lord. Fellow leaders, yes, we may face formidable challenges in our leadership, formidable obstacles, formidable problems, stresses. All we need to do is be like Deborah. Cling on and have a strong faith in God, the God who has given you that vision, the God who has given you that mission. Because when you cling on to God, He will do wonders and miracles for you, even beyond what is conventionally is possible. The story of Deborah gives us inspiration. When superior military implements are no help, then, just as the Egyptian army learned earlier at the Red Sea, even mighty Sisera himself is brought down by a woman who had a strong faith in the God of heaven. Another woman named Jael. This decisive victory is attributed to God as Deborah sings a victory ode. The action is retold, but now through poetry. In contrast to Barak's initial hesitancy, Deborah proclaimed here in Judges 5 verse 3, she said, "Hear, O kings, give ear, O princes, I, even I, will sing to the Lord. I will sing praise to the Lord God of Israel." Look, she was even inviting the people outside. She was evangelizing because of what happened, the miracle that was performed right there in the battlefield. She was evangelizing it for the Lord, and she was bringing all the glory and honor to God. Deborah unabashedly invites neighboring kings and princes to consider Israel's God and be reminded of the superiority of the God of Israel. Deborah praises this divine victory as equal to that which Israel experienced in the Red Sea, when creation again fought in behalf of God's people. Fellow leaders, no matter what are the challenges ahead of us, Deborah's story is an inspiration to us. Have faith in God, and He will fight the battle for you. Hello, fellow leaders. If you have been blessed with the devotional that you have just heard, don't forget to like, share, or subscribe. Because when you do that, more people, more leaders will be blessed with the same blessing that you have experienced. In YouTube channel, click subscribe to Good Shepherd Consultants. God bless you.